Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies.
What you gotta understand is that this is how secret societies roll.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but they have this urge to put their symbol out there somewhere to signal their presence.
Their signal presence, yes. And
You know?
and also they like to let you know what they're going to do before they do it with symbolism.
Yeah. Because symbolism represents the aqidah.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's actually it's a story of the chicken or the egg. You know, what came first, the aqidah or the symbolism?
Yeah.
It's very, you know, it's a bit of both in multiple cases. Okay, last thing we can maybe mention. So this is a fairly recent story. So this is what is called a cauldron. It's a kind of pot, if you will, that was used obviously for just simple pot kind of uses, cooking, etc. But cauldrons are also used in rituals.
Yes, of course.
So the Celts, they would have silver cauldrons, and they would use these in rituals, sacrifices, etc. And they would have symbols engraved on them. And there is this whole fever about the Nazi gold and all the the Nazi wealth. Where did it go? Has it been looted? Is there still some booty to be found here and there? Well, in one of the lakes, I believe it was in Switzerland, like the Alps, they have these lakes elevated high up in the mountains.
Yes.
So it is believed, so the Germans, a lot of them, they fled to the Alps, and there was this whole legend about the Alpenfestung. So the Alps fortification, which was supposedly this untakeable fortification that the Nazis had built inside of the Alps, inside of the mountains, and it was their last line of defense. And from there, they had enough wealth and technology all built in the mountains, in order for them to, go into hiding, defend themselves, in order to rebuild themselves and smack the world a second time. Now, everything leads to believe nowadays that was not true, that project never was, never was brought to fulfillment, and that most Nazis actually fled to South America. And however, this cauldron right here was found in one of the lakes of the Alps, and specialists have looked into it, and they have found fairly convincing proof that this cauldron was made by a metal worker that was multiple times commissioned by the SS for certain works for them. And the records are there to show that he made a cauldron for them out of a 10 kg gold piece that was given to him by the SS in order to make this cauldron. And once again here you can see, so cauldrons are used in rituals, okay? Here you see rituals of human sacrifice depicted on the cauldron. All right. So, but this is one of the other enigma. There's a documentary about this thing that is fairly all right. You can find that, you type Nazi cauldron or SS cauldron, something like that. You can find that. It was fairly okay. But once again, it's deep occultism.
Of course.
And that is really what white supremacy is. It's just a satanic project amongst so many others, and it is a satanic elite that is manipulating angry underdogs in order to do something really bad.
Now this
paper gold. You see, black folks are chumps. If America were to tell you to bring all the rocks in this country to her, and she'll give you $1 million for it, you'll do it. And the next day she'll tell you we're using rocks for currencies, chump.